Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Andy here. Today we're actually at SHUTTLEWORTH Collection, which is an airdrome with a grass track actually just outside Biggleswade, just off the A1. So I thought we'd have a look. We were down here probably about 2-3 years ago. I was here with my godson. We had a little look around. So I thought we'd have another look around now and see what we can actually see. Right, so I gather it was £17.50 to come in, and for an adult, which is well, not too expensive, I suppose. You get a little map around the place, where to walk and everything, and also with this ticket, it's valid for 1 month, so I can come back again and revisit if I wish. Well, it's actually a non-flying day today, so there's no air show or anything. I mean, there are planes coming in and out, but none of the vintage aircraft that are actually here will be flying today. And even though it's a museum, in fact, a lot of the old aircraft here do actually fly. Looks like it's a bit of a car show here actually. Well, people have brought their cars in to show off actually. Some nice ones here. As I said earlier, this has got a grass track on here, and yeah, it's a pretty old airfield actually. And well, it's an aeroplane here. I think it's going to take off very shortly. When I was flying, I've flown into this airfield a few times actually, and there's a CAF actually. We might actually pop into the CAF and have a look at that as well. Just over here is a gyrocopter. I thought he was actually going to take off that plane, but it looks like he's just going to put his plane to a hangar. So anyway, let's walk down the perimeter of the airfield, and we'll see what other planes are here anyway. And then we're going to look in the CAF, and then we'll go and have a look at some of the old airplanes that are here. Right, we're heading to the hangars, and we're going to head towards the coffee shop as well and have a look and see what we can see. Right, let's have a look at the runway CAF. So I'm in the runway CAF, and having a cup of tea and sandwiches, and then I'm going to have a walk around the museum, what we can see. The CAF is quite busy. It's got quite a lot of aeronautical stuff floating about, as you can see. So when you actually arrive, you get handed, as I said, a couple of bits of paper. One about the Swiss Guard, which you'll probably have a look at another time, and one about the airfield, and there's in fact a map showing you where you are and what's on display. Right, so here we are. So we actually we parked here, and then we walked along here, and then we walked up down to the tower control here, and then we walked up here, and we are now just in here, which is the coffee shop. So what we plan to walk along the hangars here, and just where all the aircraft are. Just up here is Swiss Garden, which I've said if we have enough time we'll have a look at it anyway. And up here is SHUTTLEWORTH House, which is where they do a lot of wedding receptions and things like that. So let's go and have a look and see what we can see. Well, here we are actually in the shop. Actually, a lot of things all about aviation. Actually, one thing I do like is this down here. Well, here we are, hangar number 1, and well, World War I. So let's have a look. You know, it's hard to believe that some of these aircraft are over 100 years old and they are still flying. So, as I say, it's a museum, but it's also a flying museum as well. So, you know, and I do believe they have one of the oldest flying aircraft in the world here as well. As I was saying, it's a museum, and well, they have a lot. Well, there's a museum of spark plugs that actually that go in some of these aeroplanes, and also early cars as well. I think this next construction is actually a thing that starts aircraft, that actually twirls the prop to get it going. So I think the prop goes in there, spins round, and it starts. Well, that's a World War I hangar, so let's pop in and have a look at another hangar and see what that's got to show us. Right, hangar number 2. World War II. Right, we're looking at radial engines here, as you can see. Actually, I thought there'd be more horsepower. They're only 85. That's 85 horsepower. I think it'd be more than that. This one here, this big engine here, is 200 horsepower. When you think of pilots and all, that's the sort of car you think they're driving, an old MGB. Lovely car. Okay, as I say, Second World War cars, Second World War planes now. As you see, a lot of them now are actually made of metal or aluminium, should I say. tell you what, I certainly wouldn't like to put the fuel in that thing. It's absolutely massive. Well, that was a quick view of the Second World War aeroplanes, so let's move on to another hangar and see what we can see. So it looks like in this hangar there is in fact a collection of well, vehicles from the 30s upwards, and yeah, well, in fact before the 30s by looking at some of these here. Well, that was a coach room actually, a bit dark in there, but well, some more vehicles up here I can see. Let's have a quick look up here, shall we? Looks like an early bus. So this is the next hangar, the leading edge. Well, you can see we've got Spitfires and yeah, some very fast aircraft for their times in the 50s. As I said earlier, these aircraft are actually flying, and I've been to 1 or 2 air shows, and I've seen this one fly as well. Now, I've just been reading the spec on this plane actually, well, this engine should I say. It weighs nearly 2 tons, or just over 2 tons actually, and apart from that, it does 254 gallons an hour. That's expensive. further up this way, actually, it looks like some dodgy planes. Now, I've flown a few dodgy planes, but I think some of these, I don't think I would like to get in, I must admit. I must admit, I don't think I would actually like to try and fly that. That looks very hard and very twitchy as well, I would have thought. It looks like here an early glider. There's also a range of engines here as well. As you can see, you know, they look really heavy, and sometimes you think, how will an aeroplane take off with these massive things in? But well, they did. A lot of the aircraft here, these engines here, are radial engines, as you can see. Right, let's have a look at hangar number 5 and see what we can see. So this is Transport Pioneers. So first of everything, I suppose. Have a look. They've got a lot of old aircraft here as well, actually. Oh, here. This is the one I was talking about. The world's oldest flying aeroplane. 1909. Now, they have some shows here late in the evenings, and that's when the air is very still, and they do take these old aircraft up then, because of course they'll be very, very, very weather sensitive. You know, a bit of a breeze and they'll probably blow over and all that, but let's have a quick look around and see what we can see with these old aircraft from the beginning of the last century. Right, we're going to head towards hangar number 6 and what is called flying high. So let's have a look and see what we can see in here. Wow. Well, here's a passenger aircraft. British European Airways, BEA as it's known back then. As I was saying before, all the aircraft that you see here, the majority of them, or in fact most of them, are airworthiness. They fly, they actually do. Actually, I just read up, it's hard to believe that this aircraft here in 1981 was sold for £600. £600. Well, there we go, guys. That's my little trip of the shuttle exhibition here of all the different aircraft here. Very interesting. It's worth a visit. The Swiss Gardens and all that we might have a look at another day, but there we go. Hope you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. That would be absolutely fantastic. And if you want to leave a comment, do that as well. I read most of them and I try to reply to most of them. So once again, this is Andy saying thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye bye.